So we're going to focus on our spine today, really stretching through your spine, getting some mobility. And we'll start standing. And I'll have you take your hands behind your head. And then just start to bring your shoulders or your elbows in. Your feet are hip-width distance apart. And then you'll just start to curl into a little ball. So you'll tuck your chin in towards your chest, round out through your upper back, and you keep rolling down, bringing your elbows up towards your thighs. Yeah, and you bring your gaze up towards the ceiling, and you hold in your forward fold. I'll turn sideways so you can see. You can add a bend into your knees if you have tight hamstrings here. And then what we're going to do is just pulse up and down. Very gentle. Right, rounding out through your whole spine. And keep breathing and pulsing for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. As you very gently release, roll up to stand. And you reach your arms up high. As you exhale, palms to touch at heart center. And then inhale, arms up and around. And exhale, palms through heart center. One more like that. Breathe in up. Exhale, palms to touch. Good. This time, breathe in, arms up. Take your right hand to your left wrist and lean up and over to the side. Kick your hips out to the right. So you gaze up towards the ceiling. Keep your chest rolled open, right? So you don't want to collapse in. And keep your shoulder pressing back. And inhale through center. And exhale other side. Right hand to your left wrist. Kick your left hip out to the side. And inhale through center. And exhale, hands to heart center. All right, we're going to move down to your mat. So have you take a seat. And we're going to start with just a seated supine twist. So you'll take your right leg up and over your left, and your left leg is bent. Then as you inhale, you'll lift your left arm up, your right hand is behind your hip. Lengthen up through your spine, and then you'll hook your left elbow to your right knee and start to twist back. Right? You want to keep the length in your spine, so lift up through your chest and through the crown of your head as you very gently twist your spine, rolling your right shoulder back. And with every deep breath, see if you can twist just a little bit more. Right, being gentle though, not twisting too much that you feel pain. Good, and very gently release. Hold through center for a moment. Big breath. And then we'll switch sides. So bring your left leg on top of your right. Your foot plants on the outside of your right leg. Left hand behind you. Inhale, lift your right arm up. And as you exhale, hook your elbow to your knee and twist back. Right, but as you inhale, lengthen. Exhale, twist. And you let your gaze follow your twist. Right, so depending on your spine mobility, you might be looking sideways. You might be looking all the way towards the back of the room. And again, keep twisting with every breath, tiny little movements. very gently release. Both hands behind you, another big breath. Good, then I'll have you release your legs and lay onto your belly. And we'll start with what we call a Sphinx pose. So your forearms are on the ground, forearms are parallel, your elbow is right underneath your shoulder. And then press the tops of your feet down so much that your knees start to lift, so that your legs are active. That'll help protect your low back. And then press your forearms down into the ground and start to just pull your chest through your arms. So you're pulling your chest forward and up, and this will lengthen through your low back. And you hold here and breathe. Right, your legs are engaged, you're pulling your chest through. Right, so it's like you're pressing your elbows back, but they're gripped down so much that your arms don't move. Good, 3 more deep breaths. And last deep breath. Good, and very gently release. And you can bring your arms by your sides and hold here for a moment. You can shake your hips side to side to release your low back. All right, good. Now roll onto your spine. And I'm going to move my mat back just a little bit. All right, so if you're laying on your back, I want you to take your hips over to the right and then bring your legs and your arms over to the left. So this is called banana asana, right? Because you look like a banana or a crescent moon. And so if your body's curving over to the left, you'll take your right foot on top of your left foot, and that'll help you feel the side stretch. And you'll pull your right hand, right? So you're really lengthening through the right side of your body here. But keep both shoulders pressing down. Try to keep your right hip pressing down. So if you feel like your body's starting to roll sideways, I'll press down and let the stretch be in your right side body. And we'll hold for about 8 more breaths. Right, and as you're breathing, just focus on the air moving in and out of your lungs. Let go of your thoughts. Right, let go of everything else. Good, very gently release. And bring your body through center and hold through center for a moment. Alright, we'll move to the other side. So straighten your legs down, move your hips over to the left, and your arms and legs over to the right. So making that crescent moon shape. Bring your left leg on top of your right, just crossing your ankles. And then grab your left wrist with your right hand and pull your arm so you're really stretching through your full side body. And we'll hold here and breathe. Actively pulling and stretching. Keeping your body as flat as it can be on the ground. last 4 full deep breaths. Long, slow inhales. And long, slow exhales. You'll very gently release. You can come through center and hold still. You can windshield wiper your knees back and forth if you'd like. Otherwise, just hold in stillness, letting your spine reset. All right, good. So we're going to do one more, maybe 2, depending on time. One more stretch. So this is a reclined supine twist. So take your right leg up and over your left, and then move your hips over to the right, drop your knees over to the left. Bring your right arm straight out to the side and gaze over your right shoulder. Right, so same thing, if you find your right shoulder lifting a lot, press it down. Your knees will lift, but that's okay. You can use your top hand to very gently just guide your knees down. Right, you can even press your hips away from you. That'll create some length through your spine, and that'll give you more space to twist. And 3 more rounds of breath. Keep pressing your shoulders down, moving your knees towards the ground. And very gently start to release. And switch sides. So move your hips over to the left. Left leg up and over your right, and drop your knees to the right as your left arm hangs out to the side. Again, keep your left shoulder grounded down as your knees start to just gently twist your spine. Right? You don't want to really yank, so I don't want any injuries of your spine. This is just a gentle twist. And if you liked the feeling of lengthening, so taking your right hand, pressing your left hip away, that'll create more space, right? So you can see how my side was kind of crunched up, but then when I lengthen, it gets longer, and that gives me more space to twist. Last 5 deep breaths. And very gently release, come back through center. And hug your knees in. We're going to do about 5 spinal rolls up and back. So you'll grab behind your thighs and you'll just rock and roll the length of your spine. So keep your spine rounded. Roll back as far as you'd like and back up. And last one. Good, and then release onto your spine. Hug your knees in once more. And curl yourself into a little ball. Forehead to your knees, big breath in. And exhale, release down. So release down into a Shavasana position. With your arms by your sides, your legs long. Right, and here, if you'd like, you can take pillows, blankets, or a block and place it underneath your spine. Right, so that way your butt stays on the ground. And if you place it in between your shoulders, that'll help to open up your chest. And so we'll finish here in this restorative position, whether you're flat or laying on something. Last deep breath. And then you'll very gently either roll to one side or just lift up, remove your prop. And you'll rock your knees from side to side, or you'll start to bring some movements into your body if you're laying still. Starting to deepen your breath. Good, you can take a nice long stretch. And then roll onto one side into the fetal position. And press yourself up to a seat. So you can cross your ankles, right side however you'd like. Create some length through your spine. And we're going to do one quick twist to each side just to kind of get out any last minute kinks. And then you'll walk your arms out in front of you, and this time really round out through your spine, tuck your chin under. Good, then sit up nice and tall.
When you find a comfortable seat, take a moment to notice what's going on in your body and in your mind. Notice if you're feeling sore anywhere. Notice the parts of your body that are touching the earth. Notice if you have a lot of thoughts drifting into your brain. And without attaching to any of your thoughts, notice them as they pop in and then let them drift away. Take a big breath in, fill up. Open mouth, exhale, release. One more, breathe in. And breathe out. And close your lips, breathe in and out through your nose. And again, bring awareness into whatever's coming up for you. Now bring your gaze inward and notice what colors you see popping up behind your eyelids in your mind's eye. Notice if it's one color if it's multiple colors, if these colors stay static or if they change. Notice if the color takes on a shape or if it completely fills up the space. And then I want you to imagine the color red. You can picture just the color or any red objects, such as apples, roses, or rubies. I want you to let the color red fill you up and breathe in the color red. You can notice all of the shades. And pause here as you enjoy the color red. And notice how it makes you feel. And then let the color red change into the color orange as you let orange fill you up. And breathe it in with every breath. You can imagine orange objects such as carrots, flowers, pumpkins. Notice how this color makes you feel. And allow orange to change into yellow, a bright, vibrant yellow. You can picture the sun, lemons, or sunflowers. Imagine yourself being fully surrounded by yellow. And with each breath, this yellow becomes brighter and brighter. Notice how you feel. Then yellow slowly becomes green. And green fills up your mind with all of the shades and tones. You might see plants, grass, or leaves. Allow your body to swim in a sea of green. And notice how green makes you feel. And green slowly turns into blue. And everything you see around you is blue. Water and the sky. The blue is expansive. Let it soothe and relax you. Let blue completely fill you up. And be aware of any feelings that come up. Allow blue to turn into purple. Imagine all shades of purple. You can picture lilacs, purple gemstones, everything around you is purple. Could be light purple or dark purple. And notice how your body feels when you're surrounded by the color purple. And finally, imagine everything is white. Everything around you is pure white. You might imagine snow or clouds. At your own pace, imagine each color once more noticing how they make you feel. And once you find a color that resonates with you, stay with that color and let it fill you up and relax you. So starting with red, moving to orange, and then yellow, green, blue, purple, and white. Come back to your breath and let all of the colors release from your mind. Take a big breath in and exhale, release. One more, breathe in and let it go. Allow your eyes to open. Namaste.